Hello there. Today we're going to tackle the big question, should I sell my house as is, all right, or is it better to fix it up and sell it? What should we do? All right, this question gets asked by people all the time. As you get closer to selling a home, usually about 2 months, month before you're ready to sell, you start to look around and you see all the things that you've been living with for years. The doorknob that's a little bit off, the windows that don't work right, and you start to ask yourself, no, is anybody going to buy the house with, the wall looking like this or the floors looking like this? No one's going to buy the house, and you start to worry, and then you find yourself on Google and YouTube asking, should I sell my house as is, watching videos, right? Is that what happened? I'm sure it is. Right now, I'm going to tell you in this video exactly what to do. I'm going to give you the information you need to make a solid decision. Hi, I'm Matt Walsh from Academy Home Buyers. I am also a licensed real estate agent with EXP in Virginia Beach. All right, that means that I have a lot of advice to give you from the investor end and from the agent end, and I'm going to point you in the right direction. One of the big decision factors when making this decision of whether you should fix your home up and sell it or just sell it as is, all right, is it a small job, right? That's the first question you got to ask yourself. Is it a small job? Is it a job that you can readily and actually fix yourself, right? And I'm going to show you a picture right now of a homeowner repair in my house before we bought it. That's not a homeowner repair. It's a homeowner mess, okay? If that's the type of work you do, don't do it, all right? I have mine covered with a picture, and then when I sell the house, I'm going to end up fixing it. Or something that you can get like a single professional hire. Just call an electrician or call a plumber, right? Things like a room needs to be painted, all right? The doorknobs in your house are broken and not working right. Maybe the doors stick. The light switches need to be replaced, right? Maybe the outlets don't work, light switches that don't work. You can call an electrician and have the work done in a day or two, right? Siding that's loose or missing. You call a handyman, call a contractor if you can't do it yourself. These things. Stairs and steps that are loose. These things. Should you do that? If you're considering it, yes. Okay? These small one-off things that maybe take a day or 2 or 3 that you can do or you can hire a professional to do it. All right, so now we're not talking about small jobs anymore. Now we're talking about big repairs. If you're going to contemplate doing a big repair, and notice I'm using the word repair, not upgrade. We'll talk about upgrades in a little bit. I'm talking about repairs, right? You have to think, what are the estimated costs of repairs? What is the estimated time to complete the repairs? All right. Do you have the money for the project? Do you have the time to complete the project? Will this project bring you enough money to recover? Are you going to spend $5,000 on this project and you're going to get back $2,000 in value? Okay. And then you have to decide, are we repairing or upgrading? Because I'm not talking about upgrading. We're talking about repairs. Okay. First, estimated cost of repairs. Think about the cost of repairs. Get real estimates from licensed people. This is a must. Okay, especially when you're going to be selling the home and you're going to have new things repaired. You cannot hire some guy from the Home Depot parking lot. You have to hire a real person with licenses and insurances, because you're now selling this work to someone else. And when they come in and say, this is not good, this isn't right, who did you hire to do this? And you just, I just got some guy Joe and he did good work. No. You have to say ABC company. All right, so that they can warranty that work going forward, because you're no longer going to be in the home, right? You're selling the work from somebody else. Get licensed people. And keep in mind that most flippers, like when I come in and flip a house, right, we spend between 25 and upwards of 50% of the final value of the house on the repairs. So a $400,000 house, a flipper likely spent $100,000 to $150,000 in repairs on the house. So if you're going to be doing some upgrades, don't think that you're going to go cheap, because then you're going to shoot yourself in the foot in the long run. You will not recover your money. You have to go big or go home. You have to do it right or not at all. So now, do you have the money? This is often an overlooked question. People think all the time, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. And then they realize they don't have the money, and they just wasted a month diddling around and trying to figure things out, or they'll hire things and they hire people. And I can do this work for $1,000, and $2,500 later you're running out of money and the job is running over budget. Can you afford to complete the work? while at the same time paying your mortgage, paying your taxes, paying your insurance, paying your credit cards, paying your car, payments, paying your gas and your toll. Can you do that? If you can't, then you shouldn't be doing it. All right. Estimation of time. All right. When a property is vacant, it can readily take months to complete a big project. You have multiple trades, plumbers, electricians, carpenters. A lot of times, the carpenter can't work until the plumber is done and inspected, or the electrician is done and inspected, and they can't work together at the same time because they're overlapping. But then you got permits, all right? You got to get the permit, then you got to do the work, properly, then it's got to be inspected. And now there's a lack of workers. No one's working anywhere. I'm trying to get jobs done for my own projects and working for other people. And like, yeah, okay, well, we can get to you in like 8 weeks. Okay, this is the reality of it. So estimation of time. Find somebody and see what they say they can do the job in, and then add about 20% because they're always wrong. Okay, can you afford that time? Are you in a situation where you can wait until all the work is done before you list your home for sale? So, is it a big project? Can you afford it? Can you afford the time? Answer all of those questions. All right. I'm going to give you an example of a timeline. Let's look over here. Now, you have a big project, and you're going to get it done. In January, say you call your contractors. We're going to assume in February the work is completed. Depending upon the work or depending upon the ability of people to work, it may go longer, right? So now March, you call your realtor, you list your home, you take your pictures. April, you have showings, you accept your offer, you go through, you have your engineering inspection, you have your appraisals, you have your survey. Maybe you close in June, and this could very well be July or August, depending upon the work that needs to get done, right? Can you afford that time? And these are legitimate timelines. I'm not, you can look at this and say, I'm giving you a month for everything. It could easily take longer than a month to get a buyer under contract, even in this market, depending upon the prices that you're putting it out. Then you may have a buyer that falls through and you got to start all over again. All right. These things can happen too. So now that turns your July into September or October. Realistic timelines. Now over here, we're going to tell you we're going to sell it as is with a realtor. You call me up and say, hey, Matt, I don't want to fix my house up too much, and I'm going to sell it on the open market. No problem. Let's go. So you call me in January. We list your home. We take some pictures. We market it. We do what's supposed to be done. February, we have some showings. You get an accepted offer. Now we go into engineering inspections, appraisals, surveys, title, all of that. April, you close on your home. You've saved yourself at least 2 or 3 months here as opposed to fixing it. Now, what are you doing here in May? You're paying taxes, insurance, utilities. Taxes, insurance, utilities. July, taxes, utilities, insurance. August, taxes, utilities, insurance. You get what I'm saying here. So let's just say you're paying your mortgage, taxes, utilities, insurance. $3,000 in May. $3,000 in June. $3,000 in July. So by fixing your home up, and trying to sell it before, selling it as opposed to as is, selling it up, and fixing it up and then selling it, you're adding, 1, 2, 3, 4 months over just selling it as is. And each month could be $2,000 or $3,000 out of your pocket. So you think you're netting more money from the sale of your house, and you probably will get a little bit more, but you have to cover not only the cost of your repairs, but you have to also cover the cost of your added monthly expenses, which could be another $9,000 or $10,000. Okay, now let's compare that to, hey, you know what? My house is in really bad shape. It needs a ton of work. I don't have time. I got to get out of here. We're under the gun for foreclosure. We're under the gun for time, whatever the case may be. Just give me a cash offer. You call Matt and say, hey, Matt, I need a cash offer. I say, no problem. I'll be there in a minute. In January, you get your cash offer. In February, you close on your home. You're saving March, April, May, June, July, August. You get the picture. What's best for you? For the most part, selling it as is in this market in 2022 is your best decision. Unless you have, like we talked about a little while ago, small repairs. Because when people buy a house, they expect things to work. They expect the windows to close. They expect the light switches to work. They expect, the ceiling fans to work. Those kind of things that you can do, you should do. Major repairs, if you're looking at a major repair that's on par with like a flip, don't do it. All right, if you're making repairs and fixing things that need to be fixed, then you will be likely to just about get your money back. You might get a little bit more. All right, the key here is that repairs don't add value to your house as much as they limit the reduction of value, like I just said. I'm a new home buyer. I expect the pipes not to leak. I expect the electricity to work. I expect the heat to work. If there's air conditioning, I expect it to work. I expect the roof not to leak. Okay? I expect the doors to close. I expect the doorknobs to work. These are the basic things. Right? So if you're fixing these things, let's say you live with some of these things broken for a while. If you're fixing these things, you're not adding value. You're reducing the loss of value. So these are the things that you should do. And these are the things that you can probably do by yourself or by calling a single trade, an electrician to fix your wiring, a plumber to take care of the leaky toilet or the leaky tub. These kind of things that you can do in a relatively short amount of time and aren't going to break the bank. Maybe you spend a couple of $100 to a couple of $1,000 and you will get that money back in the sale of your house because your house will be livable as opposed to a house that's broken. No one wants a broken house. All right, upgrades. We talked about upgrades before. This is a whole nother topic. If you are upgrading, it's a hit or miss, all right? And I'm going to tell you right now, do not upgrade your house in 2022 before selling it. It is a waste of time and money. Okay, number one, upgrades were always tricky. I don't care what market, because let's say you put subway tile backsplash, in your bathroom or in your kitchen or whatever, and buyers don't like that. They're going to walk away from it because they're not going to upgrade a new upgraded kitchen or bath. Okay, they're not going to do that. They'll upgrade something that's older, but they're not going to take apart what you just did. So it actually limits your buyer pool in many ways. Bathrooms and kitchens will get you the most money, if you're going to upgrade, but that rest of the house has to be in good shape. I've seen this numerous times where someone goes in and they upgrade the bathroom and they, got a great bathroom. Yeah, but the rest of your house looks horrible. The floors are a mess, the walls are a mess, and the kitchen's a mess. The bathroom didn't do anything except spend your money on the bathroom. You're not going to recover any of that money out of the bathroom. If the whole house is looking good, you've been working on your house for 10 years and the bathroom is out of date, maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth it. By and large, though, right now, it does not make sense to do that work. There are 10 buyers for every house for sale. We do not have enough houses for sale to take care of all of the buyer demand. I did a video before, I'm going to put it up here, about why that buyer demand is not going anywhere anytime soon. Okay? So it is not recommended to go dump your money into repairs or into upgrades, into redoing your house and then selling it. You won't get your money back enough. You will get plenty of money for your house selling it as is. All right. The amount of time and money necessary to make the repairs and upgrades is not worth it. Right now, the cost of materials and labor is increasing daily. The lumber market fluctuates hundreds of dollars every week. It's unbelievable. All right. The labor shortage is causing projects to run late and over budget. Just sell your home as is and save yourself the trouble. Right. So, in a recap, if the project is small that you can do, or you can hire a local professional to do, electrician, plumber, carpenter, fix the siding, fix your leaky pipes, fix some electrical stuff, do it. Do it, because buyers expect a good home. Buyers expect a home where everything works. Does your air conditioning and heating need to be tuned up by a professional? Then do it. Does your house need a massive amount of work? Don't do it. It's not worth the time and effort. You will not recover the money that you will spend. A, because projects now are costing a ridiculous amount of money. If you're not a professional contractor, you're hiring out piecemeal. You're paying top dollar. You're paying more than a flipper like I would, because I'm going to give this company all my business, so maybe I pay a little less per deal. They're going to say, well, I'm never going to work for you again. I'm going to charge you 20% more. That's just how business works. You will not get your money back. Okay, so there's the big deal. Sell it as is. Right now, again, there are so many buyers in the market that you can sell your home as is and you will make an appropriate amount of money for your home. You will not make any real less money than if you dump money into your home, fix it, and then resell it. Your net in the end is going to be about the same in today's market. Maybe that's not the same for every year, but 2022, don't fix your home, sell it as is. That's with a realtor or a cash buyer, doesn't really matter, right? Either way, big repairs, don't do it. Small repairs, little do it. All right, until next time, have a great day. Make sure you like and subscribe to these videos. If you have any questions at all, give me a call, shoot me a text, shoot me an email. You want a cash offer? Click the button below or next to this video. I'll give you a cash offer for your house and take it off your hands right away. You want to list it? Go to the button below, give me a call or text. And in the Virginia Beach, Hampton Roads area, I'll give you an idea of what your house can sell for. If you use me, great. If you don't, great. All right. Have a good one.